Hello there, everyone. All right, round two is upon us, and yeah, we're about to face a golden rod, it seems. So yeah, our opponent is C3PO. I call that a golden rod. I don't know about you guys. They're of Galactic Alliances. Slightly smaller guild than my own, but that's, we're not talking big margins, I'd say. They've got more GP than me. I'm 13.7, they're 14.6. If we look at the other stats, Zetas, they've got a fair chunk more, 426 to my 378. Omicrons ahead on both scores, 91 and 67 to my 84 and 65, so only 2 ahead on the GAC, but still a little bit disconcerting. If we go down a bit, we've got less gear 13s, 309 to 293. We have got a slight edge on the 25 pluses, which is nice, 126 to 94 on the speeds. They do jump ahead of us after that on the 20s, 15s. It's 429 to 377, 845 to 585 on 20s and 15s. They've got more offense percent mods, more defense for the most part. I've got slightly more on the 14% for defense. Okay, I didn't know that. The defense ones always catch me. Got more relics, which again with the more gear 13s isn't a surprise. I've got 26 relic 9s, they've got 39. And this one scares me, I'll be honest. I've got 21 relic 8s, they've got 70. See, this is why I don't like going into Kyber 1. I have a 3-0, and I feel like I'm on my way to a 0-3 purely because this is going to be horrid with Delta now. But, alright, let's just get through this bit anyway. Okay, so we do have more 7s, which is marginal, but expected with them having more 9s and 8s. Oh, by the way, they've got 110. I forgot that because I haven't applied my 10 yet. And yeah, 5s and 4s and below, yeah, we're ahead. Again, no surprise. They've got more of the higher stuff, so I'm going to have more of the lower stuff. Datacron rerolls, I've rerolled more, but they do have more Datacrons by the looks of it. So whether that means they were, really lucky, I was going to say something else then, and just got perfect stats, they may not have optimal Datacrons, so we might be able to play that to our advantage. But yeah, we'll see that. And yeah, as far as going through the roster, like what they've got, no surprise they've got all the Galactic Legends. I feel like in this entire bracket they've all got Galactic Legends. But yeah, there isn't anything below Relic 8 in this list. I was a little bit surprised there wasn't a Relic 10 on this grouping. Where is the Relic 10? My guess is it's going to be... Yeah, there it is, Darth Revan. Darth Revan's got the Relic 10, so... I don't know what to make of that. I haven't actually seen people's reasoning for it. I should have gone and had a look at it. But I know I felt certain in my own opinion. I'm going to hold on to my Relic 10s, the freebies we got. And when I need to do a Relic 10, I've got it. But whenever I see these ones that I've heard are good, or quote-unquote good, I am curious. Like, I personally wouldn't want to do Darth Revan. Like, nothing I can think really screams out to me. I know some people have said maybe it's the mirror matches and fleet. Obviously, well, it's only going to be fleet, isn't it? But personally, I don't feel like that's that big a thing. Or it may be more off-meta than mirror. But, yeah, I still don't feel it's enough to justify an extra relic on him. But maybe there are people out there who've got stats to prove me different. Alright, so let's show you what our opponent has placed. Okay, this is the board. It's straight at the start of the attack phase, so nothing's changed. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I don't believe I have actually changed a Datacron, so I think we are alright. The only thing I've changed is Ezra's found his way onto the front wall. Not sure if it's a good idea, but we'll see. Alright, so what we're facing. We're facing a Hondo with a Brutus level 9. We've got a Pirate level 6, Bulk level 3. We've got the Pokron, which we've just seen. We've got a support, is that? Yeah, support Cron with Bulk. Bit of armor pen. For Saw Guerrera, I should say. And we've got Ahsoka with Ezra. We've got Bulk and Tank Tech. A little bit of a surprise, that. Let me check that Ezra speed while we're here. How fast are you, bud? 345. All right. Great Mothers are in play. That was very convenient. All right. We've got Rey. We've got... Actually, let's just skip over them. Let's check DCs. We've got Bulk, we've got Healer, and Barriss. So, nothing too surprising based on what we've seen of late, but good to know. Fulcrum? Yep. Damage on debuffs. Armor pen, crit damage, health. Okay. Brad won't do too much there, I wouldn't have thought. Got quick old level 9 with Maz. Again, good level 6 for the pirates. Bulk, fair enough. And Lord Vader. What's Lord Vader's cron? Dark side debuffs and attacker with armor pen. Alright, so he has got some decent crons. Maybe not optimized or perfected, but still good. You know, I'm not looking at them going, alright, that's a lot of rubbish. So, yeah, I'm intrigued. Okay, so this is the plan for the front walls. We've got Leia lined up to take down Lord Vader. We've got JMK to take on Jabba, which after last round does feel a risk, but again, I'm not confident in Queen Amidala right now. I think if Pow gets knocked out, to be honest, Pow probably will get knocked out. So yeah, I just don't feel confident in that at all. We've got JML for Maz. We've got not a great Cere team, but it is a Cere team that can hopefully take down Rey. Yeah, a little bit awkward. Then we've got the Great Mothers for Ahsoka. We've got Baylan for Saw. Put this down tentatively, but I'm curious if it works. Saw Vexatron do this in one of his videos, like the last round or so. His relics are obviously higher than mine, and my opponent's are, so we're looking, say, for these 3 to 4 delta at times. But I'm kind of curious how they get on. I'm curious if the counter is something that's strong. Like it's a strong counter even if the relic delta is against. So if things are going well, I'll keep it, but if things are going a bit south and I need to preserve banners, we'll veer away from it. All that a bit of experimentation on my part, which I shouldn't be doing. And then Slacker against Hondo. Again, not many choices there, so that's what we're probably going to end up doing. That does leave us, which if I just refresh my screen, it leaves us Queen Amidala, Bo-Katan, Traya, Bane, C, Gungans, Malgus, Phoenix. Yeah, quite a bit there. Oh, Inquisitors as well. So the 3 teams at the back, we've got a lot left. And also, if things do go a bit wrong, so hopefully not. Let's get onto that front wall. Okay, so same principles as recently when I've been trying this. We've got JMK, we've got the Jawa Focus Datacron for stats alone. As said, we've got a support cron here with armor pen, crit damage, health, and damage on debuffs, plus the Cad Bane level 9, who happens to be in the team. A lot then. Let's get into it. And say sit up, let's get ready for battle. Alright, priority 1, let's get this bolt charged. Alright, pass that to Canobster. And just base it for now. Padme's due a go, so we can do that even though it'll get undone. Ugh. Let's just double check. What's that card one do? Assist in dealing 50% more damage. That is not nice. If anything, that they've already got the contract. Let's just do that. And because she's got 14 thermals on her, I kind of want to protect her a bit. Even if it does risk Cat a little bit. Okay. I think I did make the right call. Even if it's only a short-term save. Okay. Short ult. Yeah, they're still gunning for Padme. You know what? I'm going to try and stun Cat. Oh, okay, apparently we can't hit Cad. We haven't got our ult either down because I haven't passed turns. Let's just focus in on Bush for a minute. Jabba's got his ult. Please don't be Cat. Nips. I know arguably Padme's not like the important bit of the team, but I figure the protection up does help. Yeah, Cat's just an evading little so-and-so. Alright, it'll be better if it gets to a clean-up at this point. Ooh, bit of lag. I mean, on paper, Padme should be loving these attacks out of turn. Alright, can we get rid of you, you little gate? You could do with hitting him first, let alone knocking him out. Alright, pass that to the Knobster. And let's protect Cat. Go on, let's pass that to Cat. And we're going to put that on Mace because we've already got one with Chien on the board. We might as well just make sure they're all chipping in with it. Right, it's his armor shred. Ugh, God, this is not nice one bit. Alright, well. Here goes Cat, I guess. Oh no, we got lucky. You know what? I might throw Cad in my Jabba lineup just to try this because it's been a little bit extra annoying. Let's do that. And of course, I forget that he can't be hit right now. There we go. At least we haven't got to deal with that again. Okay, nice if we could get Scando out. Recognise I'm being a touch greedy when we've got 50 seconds on the clock. And Jabba could just decide to kill one of them pretty much straight away. Okay. Alright, we've still got the high ground. I'm going basic, see if we can get one more loop of turns, as it were. More damage for Chien. Ugh, okay, we're going with Cat, aren't we? Oh no, another ult on Kenobi. Not great for... Oh, just not great. Okay. So... pretty much a repeat of last round, to be honest. I think Kenobi's just got to be benched from this idea. But it does mean I need another one. Maybe we try Bane next time. But... oh, that doesn't sound nice, though. Feels like a waste of one or both of them. Eek. Alright, I'll have to have a think on that over the weekend. In the meantime, 13 bans to kick off. Let's clean this one up. Okay, might as well repeat the counter we used yesterday. We've got a Talzin team, no zombie, which is pretty important. We've got a support level 6, damage on debuff level 3, bit of crit damage and potency. Alright, hopefully this works. Just simple as that. Alright, just get some plague on the board. Yeah, the whole idea of Acolyte here isn't stealth, it's just to be a a weak target. There we go. Once upon a time, I would have used Spirit in this lineup, but she's actually stronger than what she once was. Alright, downside of that, I was trying to clear the shock so that Talzin gained turn meter, but it does mean Acolyte will revive. That was a whoopsie from me. Right, this is not feeling great right now. I know we're only a little bit in, as it were, but yeah. I kind of hope that SWGOH. That's very crazy to say, but I need deaths. I didn't want shock on Daka, but I do need deaths. Okay, that's good. Ideally, we could get Acolyte down on the next turn. Right, maybe not next turn, but 3 thermals are there. Alright, Talzin's looking low. Alright, that's okay. The shock on Talzin is meaning that should be able to auto basic for a little bit. A lot of plague on Chrysanthemum. When it takes a turn, it should hurt. I don't want to interrupt the loop, that's the thing. Anything, even if Jabba ults, he would heal, but we've got instant defeat immunity, so the Rancor wouldn't chow down on us. The main priority is just keeping the turn meter train going. Feel so sorry for Talzin, she can't chip him. Yeah, we're gonna have to undo all this. There we go. And we're going to try and stick on... Alright, we can't stick on Jabba, great. Let's see how it goes. We've got just under 90 seconds to try and get Jabba out. If Merrin goes, we are in a touch of bother. I mean, Talzin's just standing around. Quite a big Delta disadvantage here as well, so something to keep in mind. Come on, 30 seconds. Have we got enough to do this? Something tells me we haven't, but it'd be bloody wonderful if we had. I don't think Jabba takes another turn. And something also tells me if Asajj hadn't been the one to bite an early bullet, this could have been already over, because she would have ramped damage. Yeah, we're not taking him out, he's just a little too chunky in the end. Okay. Well, one down, I guess, but one too many drops for my liking. I don't believe this. So, I was idling on the end screen just then when I finished that battle. I was just trying to work out what counter I got. And I've somehow come back to this. I essentially get a thing coming up saying, I don't know, I'm going to pop it on screen for you. But yeah, I'm baffled because suddenly I've got to take Chrysanthemum out again. Great. All right, I was going to do Imps, I'll be honest, but we're not doing that. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. I'm having to take Chrysanthemum down again, but I figure I've got to go for Queen now. If it had just been Jabba, I could have tried imping it, even though there's a relic delta difference, because we could have ramped up, potentially. Whereas with this, it's like, no, we gotta go harder. So, let's see what happens. Really not happy at that, though. Let's just do that. I mean, we're constantly hitting under protection, so from that perspective, we should be okay. I mean, ideally, I could get some form of advantage or something, but the trouble is he'll probably lose it by the time I could use it. There we go. Saw crit damage up, so I thought it's worth trying to pull the assist now. Let's just do that again. Alright, one down. I somehow think we won't get Jabba out before Chrysanthemum comes back for round 2. Alright, maybe we will. Alright, we'll take that. 32. Really not happy losing that first attempt as I did. Well, first cleanup attempt, I should say. But 3 teams at Jabba. Not fun. And I am getting out of this before it gives me a funny message. Okay, another straightforward one. We have got Leia, and we're up against Love Vader. But Love Vader, it has got an Attacker-Cron debuffs on damage on debuffs level 3 and armor pen crit damage stats. And yeah, we've got the R2D2 level 6. Okay, let's roll with it. I'm so annoyed at that Jabba. It's the second one that's annoying me. Should be annoyed at losing the first one, but the second one was what got me. Alright. Okay, I'm going past turn over to Drogon. Okay, Apo down makes me feel warm inside. Ooh, no. Let's give that to Leia. I feel like I was lucky then. Let's hit that, I think. Yeah, that's okay. Let's pop that on Jin. Oh, I kind of want to get Adrad just a little bit stronger. Okay. He's hanging in there. Right, can we get Siax down? Okay. You ever think you're a bit rude, Vader? Just smacking your daughter like that. I think about it. Okay, let's pass that to Drogon. I don't know if I rolled the logs last turn, so I'm just going basic in case. Alright, that was a waste of a turn. Thank you, Vader. You know what? I'm going to just smack SWGOH for a turn, just so that we don't waste the potential of the ult. Arguably not great potential, but still. Pass that to R2. There we go, max banners. That makes me feel a bit better after the last round, or the last battle even. Last round as well, I suppose. Alright, next one. Alright, same as it has been for quite a while, it feels. JML, Maz, we've got this Crom with First Order purely for protection. And up here, we have got a Qui-Gon with, well, Qui-Gon Cron, it was a good level 6 if I recall. Yeah, we got bulk. Some interesting stuff there, but fingers crossed it doesn't mean a jot. Alright, let's do that. Get rid of them foresight. Oh, I think it was foresight I saw. Let's put that on Luke. Why not? Let's mark kicks. Right, so they steal a stack of, well, 2 stacks of profit. Stuns, please. Thank you. Let's swap a turn with Revan. Swap a turn with Cal. And we can then call Master Luke. We can then call Hoda for a heal. Call Luke. Very tempting to bring Jolie into a battle like this, but also considering Satil Shan's imminent arrival, it feels like, do we really want to be doing that? I'd say imminent as if she's arriving next week, but you get my point. It's like, feels like we could do with practicing these battles without the insurance of a Revan or a Jolie. Ugh. Yeah, Revan down. Alright, we gotta get Maz. Let's throw that there. Oof. Wow. Alright. I effed up. Yep. Know the words for it. And I feel it's safe to say that's the Grand Arena. But I'll persist. So, yeah. I know I was doing wrong in terms of not focusing on JML's coin ability. But yeah, that blows more than I thought it would. Where's the plus side is no kicks. Okay, so this could be a bad idea. I don't really know the stats for Inqs versus Pirates, but they're a squad I can afford to use. So we're going to give them a go and hope it's not too disastrous. To my knowledge, there isn't anything anti-revive in Pirates. If anything, they like revives. Let's do that. Ability blocks seem a solid idea here. We can't get around Qui-Gon, but we can give him a bit quiet. Yeah, that counter chance could be a bit annoying. Right, Quickie down. Although, that is very nice hitting the death mark. Let's do that. Comes back for more. A bit of a shame Smee could be a bit frustrating. I'd rather not left him to last is my point. Can we heal? Not substantially. 42. Well, it is a win, but yeah, could have done better. Okay, so considering how I thought things were before the round started, where I said this one would be the sketch battle, you can kind of see where this round's gone. Yeah, let's throw these in. I remember who I threw in as my fifth. It was 9th, wasn't it? Yeah, we got the Raycron. So I feel like I've just shown you all this a bit more than I normally do. But yeah, they got the Zara's level 9, healer level 6, bulk level 3, loads of armor pen, bit of health, bit less crit damage. Okay, let's roll. Let's hope we can do it. My logic would be, you can usually beat Rey with a Star Killer, like a EP Mara Star Killer. So you'd think a Malgus could do it. Although granted, we are missing the AoE cleanse. Okay, rock throw. Daisies are nice. The crit immunity is still very irritating, but... Oof, okay. Let's do that. It won't heal, but... as a very minor point, it makes me feel better. Alright, that's Rey down to Rad, which, again, it's not the biggest thing, but something. Let's put the shield up. Alright, we're hanging in. Let's steal what we can. Let's aim at Rey. Okay. We gotta go for Kenobi, so let's just see if we can get the damage. Lovely. Base it. Ooh, okay. 42 stacks. Okay. Oof, okay. Ow. That retribution was not fun. Alright, Ben's down at least. Oof, okay. Well, I was right about this one being tricky at least. We're going to do Cere just for the fact that, I mean, once upon a time, Cere was very comfortable against Rey. That was before Ben. So, no Ben, Cere should be alright. We put what armor just for insurance and GPA for extra insurance because I won't get through this wall at the very least. So, let's do it. Again, I think it's safe to say we've lost the round, but I would like to at least play it out. Keep my opponent honest. Alright, so both of them linked. We can put that straight onto C. And yeah, let's pop that on GBA. resummon. There's going to be a whirlwind soon enough, so ideally, yep, that should be there to take the damage. Put that on Armourer. Maybe Armourer could survive another whirlwind. Big capital M on that, but we'll see. Let's cleanse there, I guess. And I will use both turns to heal up, just to try and, well, just to do it, I guess. Here she goes. I mean, we are still hanging in there. I don't think Armourer's got much of a chance surviving here. Alright, resummon. Yeah, Armourer down this time. I feel like Armourer's one of those characters people have forgotten exists. I might be wrong, but I feel like I never see it mentioned now. It's as if it's become like an old counter. Like about 3 years ago was old. Let's put that on the Brute just in case it hangs around. Maybe not. Let's see if we can chew through this Ray then. And that she can't chew through us. I mean, she can't crit us. That should help. But that is a lot of protection up. Hopefully the counters are doing the job. There we go. Alright, 34. For a cleanup. I'll take it. Okay, that was horrendous. Let's see what more damage is waiting. Mace, Great Mothers, and Gungans. Attack-a-cron for Mace. Bit of bulk. Turn meter and attack-a-cron for the Gungans. And support cron and beat up on basic for the Great Mothers. Yeah, this is what I was saying when I talked about the Datacron rerolls. I didn't mean to say it as if, oh yeah, he's got a load of rubbish Datacrons. It was more a case of, I feel like I've gone for very specific stats on mine, whereas I feel like D3PO here has got like a blend, if you like if he's got something he's happy with, he's settled on it, whereas I kind of went a bit more hyper-focused. So, wasn't a criticism, more of a observation. So, yeah, definitely had the advantage in terms of numbers. So, yeah, I'll have to plan what we're going to do with this. Okay, so I think it'd be safe to say I've thrown the round already. Now, I said I was going to do this, but that was before, well, I'll say before, that was before I realised, again, that this is a Pokron. And the Pokron applies fear at the start of battle. So, I feel like I'm chucking away a team here, but considering essentially this is a bad round anyway, I kind of want to just see if it does something. So, if this does go wrong, feel free to go, what did you think? But I'm kind of curious if it does something. And it'll probably do nothing. Right, the stun I knew was not good. Okay. Daze is good there. Let's do a Juhani taking a turn. Yeah, I could really do Juhani taking a turn. cleanse. Finn should take a turn and get rid of that DI. Okay, that was nice. Quite a lot of dots there. Yeah, very nice. Alright, that was cool. 65. Considering the Pokron, I was quite fearful there. But yeah, I'm happy. If anything, I can take that out of this round. So, I'm happy. Just to specify, this is the Cron I went with. It got a load of crit damage, turn meter, and tank 6, and a 5/9. So, yep, it was a good one. Alright, next up, Great Mothers against Ahsoka. Yep, we do win the speed race, as we checked. They have got a tank level 6, bulk level 3, 104% health. Yay. We're going with the tank level 6, debuff damage level 3, and a mishmash of stats. Okay. Let's go. Might work on that Cron a little bit, try and refine the stats some more. Okay, so Doom Jensen. Bless Spirit. And if I'm right, this should get rid of Jensen. There we go. Next up, even though it's not the turn for it, we do go for Hu Yang. Ezra is blind, so that's helpful. We go for Sabine. Let's call DTP to assist. We bow down. Healing immunity is not fun. Okay. Doom Ezra. And let's do that. That's a blind again, it's worth doing. Let's, again, send the special in, why not? Hopefully this will do something. A little bit light. Alright, I'm a little bit worried now. Yeah, just healed up a little too much. Bow down. It's not my round today, I tell you. You could argue it's the health. But yeah, that still feels a bit rough, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the whole reason I have the accuracy arrow on Ezra is for this situation to try and keep him in the game, well, not to keep him in the game, to actually land a hit on him, so when that doesn't happen, it feels very, very bad. I wouldn't mind if he was losing stats with Doomed, but he seems to be just sustaining. Damn it. Okay, we got Ezra. It doesn't help this, but it's something. Can't say I know what I want to do for a cleanup. Spirit Luke's on death's door. Ironically, I guess. Yeah, I just don't know what I can do here. There will be something. Okay, the reason why I've got Maz on offense is I wasn't confident in this team on defense with Bane being here. Now, I've got no Omicrons for Maz. That really does impact things. Another reason why I've been liking her a bit on defense. It's someone else's problem. So, why am I doing this here? Well, Inqs has got healing immunity, which, as far as I remember, Ahsoka is not immune to it. Let me just double check that. So yeah, I feel like maybe we've got a way of just whittling her down. Me as a decent attacker. But yeah, I'm not sold on this. Okay, so let's just start off by punching Ahsoka. And steal some of that profit off her. And go on, we'll do that. I feel like this whole battle's got to be a ramp battle. Okay, let's go in. I didn't say, but my Datacron's much or nothing. It's got a pirate level, but it's nothing fancy. I did not roll good stats last time. Okay. I'm sure there's the thing about if you gain turn meter against Lat, you get dealt true damage. So that could also be counted against us here. I mean, we have got protection down, which is something. Let's use that for heal up a bit. The Delta's terrible there, +6. It's like Ithano's here just to maybe call an assist rather than actually deal damage. But then you look at Bane there, he's dealing 2,900. It's like Ithano barely dealt more. Anyone else get fed up of hearing Ahsoka counterattack in these battles? I just have this urge to go, will you stop bloody countering? Right, we keep the taunt going. Yeah, she's already recovered protection as well, so it's like I'm going backwards here, it feels. Alright. I'm calling this one. Okay. Gungans. Let's see how they get on. I put a attack cron on, but it's a dark side one. It was Count Dooku. Got armor pen as well, so I'm heavily reliant on the attacker level and the stats because I don't really expect much else. Wow. Ow. Why did Purples lose health then? Like, why would... Oh, it's that bleeding... I could have sworn though that you couldn't lose health even if... Like, genuinely, I thought that was part of the kit, that they couldn't lose it even if they were gaining turn meter. Like, they just couldn't lose health. Alright, that's new. Or that's new information to me anyway. Maybe other people knew it, but I didn't. The reason I'm trying Gungans is, I'm sure I heard that they are... They're pretty decent with the attack cron. Like, I've heard bits and bobs, but nothing definitive on what they can do. So it's like, well, let's try it. But yeah, this with purple scares me. Jar Jar goes quick enough that I can actually lock those debuffs in, it'd be nice. Like that. But then she takes that many turns that she essentially heals up. This is irritating. It also doesn't feel like the attack cron's doing much to help us at the moment. I mean, it could be and I can't see it. Like, right now it'd be really handy if this locked. Yeah. Just try and give us a chance to whittle her down some more. Come on. Alright, Gungans did get the win. Doing a boss nass impression, 30 banners, let's move on. Alright, after this GAC I need a battle like this where I can just go, this should be straightforward. So Baylan, do us a favour, don't pull up any surprises. By the way, it's a support cron level 3, and I think it was speed up on basic, crit damage stat. Hey, there we go. Let's throw the grenade. Okay, let's just keep going. Okay, sword down. We haven't got to deal with his shenanigans. Yeah, I wanted to do that just to cleanse because I thought there could be some consequences if I don't. 65, right. You know, gotta give this C-3PO credit for the fact that I feel like even a simple battle like that had elements of complication to get max banners. I might have to look at his mods or what the actual minutiae of his datacrons, but this entire round has felt like the things I would expect to work just veered off a little bit. Okay, what could possibly go wrong here? We've got Blacker versus Hondo. We've got the First Order level 6 here. Nothing fancy on the 3. We've got First Order Stormtrooper level 9. Hondo, we've got the Brutus level 9. Pirate, good level 6. Bulk level 3. Let's move on. And I'm going to have a drink. Stay hydrated, folks. Right, it was Fost who bit that early bullet. No, sorry, not Fost. Red Trooper. Don't know why I said Fost. Let's aim at Brutus, see if we can get a kill there. Long shot, but worth a shot. Right, they've already got an ult. That is kind of creepy, although that was serious lag. Can we please stop with the lag? Okay. I'm a little bit worried. Okay. Let's swipe. The lag is... I'm trying to not say what I fear. Hondo be crazy. Just over a minute and already 2 ults. And some of my toons aren't even at a damage immunity. Actually, that's not bad. At least we can focus fire elsewhere. Who have you targeted? Stormtrooper. Okay, that's fine. Ooh dear. Okay. Let's poke Bilbo. Alright, we're going to pass that to Rey. And I thought that would have refreshed the cooldowns, but apparently not. That gives us advantage, which means we can't be crit. I know people probably hate when people talk about lag, but this is irritating me. This battle could be drawn out anyway, let alone having it dragged on for game reasons. Hondo, man, I'm sick of seeing you ult. Yeah, that was about 4 seconds I was stuck waiting then. Come on, please, let me take a friggin' turn. Oh, come on. Oh. 2:23 on the clock. Come on. That was nearly 20 seconds of lag. I don't know if the pirates are at the fault of this or if it's the actual client. I'm not saying the pirates are causing lag, but you know what I mean, like they're hit and whatnot. Alright, I may have to call the GAC if I lose this, because I won't be able to get through this wall. I mean, I can keep trying, obviously, in terms of the bat wall, but we wouldn't be going to fleet, that's for sure. Alright, Traya down. mean, I would rather I'm hitting slacker than red, but very marginally. Right, with everything that's going on in terms of... I don't want to do that because I feel like it's a bad tactical move, but I felt like I needed to try and clear some debuffs. Here comes another Hondo ult. Two-turn coming, but we've got 25 seconds. I think that sums it up. Yeah, that was for multiple reasons horrendous. Alright, we might as well just try and see this one out. So, Traya against Great Mothers. Let's see how it goes. Support Cron versus Support Cron. They've got Armor Pen, Health Stats, Speed Up on Basic. It's the same pretty much for like the main bits here. We've got Crit Damage as a stat. Based on last time with Traya versus Mace, I didn't want to do that again. I'm hoping we might stand a better chance here, but I'm not holding my breath. Ooh. I think that was Talon. Yeah, let's isolate, pop that on Nihilus. Alright, that's fine. I mean, Traya will most likely die soon, but let's just hope we can do enough damage before then. It'd be cool if there's a way of like increasing our max health to the rate that we lose it. Not just Traya I'm thinking here, but in general. You know, that'd be a brilliant idea for some to take in against Great Mothers. There is probably a theme. Unless I'm being an idiot, Malgus does it, but even Malgus dies. Just saying, it would be cool if there was something that was kind of counter to what the Great Mothers do. Oh, that's a bit weird. Let's do that. I do want this Night Trooper down. Yeah, why isn't he taking the damage? I would like this Death Trooper down as fast as possible just because I know he's got an AoE. And soon enough, Traya's going to be vulnerable. I mean, she's already vulnerable, but she's going to be more vulnerable. So, yeah, I feel alright now. Morgan can't get her. At least as long as Savage is taunting. Okay. Was that blessed? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see the status effect above red. Okay, you decided not to taunt then, Savage. What was I saying a minute ago? Yeah, it'd be very nice if you kept that taunt up, Savage. There we go. 65. I will take that. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, hang on. I'm going with Bane against Gungans. Sorry, I didn't do my usual spiel. Honestly, I just want to get this round over with. Buffs on basic, stats, nothing too crazy. Hopefully, Bane is Bane and does Bane things. But yeah, let's focus on the shield. I might be wrong. I think sometimes we deal enough damage just to get them out, but I might be wrong. Did we miss then? Okay, Death Mark's not fun. You know, this would sum up this round if Bane loses here. I'm not willing it, but it would sum it up. Yep. Alright, Phoenix. Let's see what they can do. And I am putting Kanan in. I know I could do L3, but at this point I just couldn't be bothered. They've destroyed my will. I am a husk of a man. Alright. Oh dear. Oh dear. Mandalorians. And we're going to go with this Crom because why not? Honestly, I barely looked. I saw it was light side. I thought that is enough. Honestly, Mando's probably better than some of these choices I've made. I think this is officially tilted. Like, if it wasn't like half an hour ago, it is now. Also, my bow just died. Let's do that, I think. Naturally, they get 5 turns or something ridiculous. Come on, bow. Okay, that's fair. Let's do that because I'm sure that's days. Okay, Phalanx gets rid of it. But we can then follow up with our own AoE. Cleanse that off bow. Birds, why not? Jar Jar gone, so no frustration. Alright, nearly. Wow. Cere picked purely because it's got crit damage. I should not need it. I haven't got anything to say. Alright, last battle of the video. We've got Malgus against Mace. Now, are my knights gone? I am going to assume Mace blows us apart, but let's see how it goes. We've got a tank Crom, by the way, a level 6 tank, a good tank level. I think it was damage on DDoS level 3. Oh no, speed up on basic and some stats. I don't mind that the Marauder's captive. That's preferable. Okay. Yeah, I really want to try and get Mace under some form of control. Okay, still got taunt. Decker will go. Ooh, Bastila went as well. Yeah, the recovery in this team right now is crazy. I'm not commentating as much as I would like, but honestly, I'm just trying my damnedest to get Mace out. I know it's an attacker cron, so I'm not doing the thing I have been doing recently. But I feel like I'm just getting nowhere here. He just heals up as quick as I can damage him. And I also thought that was an attacker cron trait. Sorry, support cron trait, so I'm really surprised that this is proving as if not more difficult. For that reason, at least. I was expecting damage. Alright, one down. Now we've just got to deal with Granny with a gun. Go on, we'll hit Dapper. Alright, maybe we shouldn't have hit Dapper. Let's just do that on Jacast. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not feeling good now. Feels like it could be a bit of a job to get 4 out with just 2 tanks, even if they are 2 very good tanks. Yeah, doubt there isn't the worst thing. Again, running out of time. I've noticed the videos that as I've edited them lately have got longer. I mean, it's only over the space of 2 weeks, but I think the first one was like 45 minutes. And by comparison, the last one was over an hour, and I'm like, oof. I mean, I really won't get Temple Guard out, so I've got an easier job cleaning. I mean, I don't like that I'm blind. Alright, tank down. Can I full auto and just see what else we can do? Ooh. Alright, not a lot apparently. Let's see if I've got one less cleanup. Alright, let's give Qui-Gon a go. No idea if it'll do anything, but let's try. I could really do a wrapping up. My cat wants to go out, I think. Alright, let's foresight for now. Born assist on Dapper. Maybe not the best call doing the AoE, but ideally, I don't want to be losing Qui-Gon. Alright, she has got the rifle. Which does mean... Ooh. Hello. It does mean we... Surely we'd be alright if, as long as we don't lose Qui-Gon before. Yeah, we're fine. 34. Alright. Not bad cleanup, I guess. Let's show you the final score on my end. $940. it'd be safe to say that is my worst offensive performance in some time. I mean, C-3PO, I'll give you your due. You did you put solid defense down. I am really frustrated how that played out. The Hondo battle was annoying just for the fact that, well, we had lag, but other than that, there were a lot of misplays and... Oh, you know what, right? I'm going to try and make the thumbnail for this. I'm going to try and make the thumbnail Carth and Ben, just for the simple fact that that was the highlight of this video for me. If that was the highlight for you, please let me know in the comments, because honestly, that was a rough round. I mean, it happens every time I get into Kyber 1 at the moment. I end up, like last time I was 3-0, I'm 0-2 currently. And I've got no idea who I'm facing in round 3, but no, my luck, the 15 million. So, yeah, we'll find out a couple of days' time. But until then, folks, hope you have a good weekend, and I will see you afterwards. Goodbye for now.